we think it's going to be a huge benefit to all the realtors who take advantage of really diving into email marketing and the advantages it can take to help grow your business. So want to just start off with a quick introduction of your hosts today. You're stuck with myself, Michael O'Shea. I'm a marketing partner with Makesbridge. I'll be handling a basic introduction today, and then I'll be handing it off to Junaid Akram. He's a Primor account representative, and Junaid's been with Makesbridge a very long time, has a very deep knowledge of the system, and he'll run through a demo that actually will show you how Makesbridge will appear in your Salesforce instance, and run through some basics for getting started. Today we're going to try and keep things pretty short and pretty simple, and just get you an idea of how you can create a campaign. So the outline for today will be, we'll start off with accessing Makesbridge via your Salesforce partner community. One thing that is unique about Makesbridge is that you can access the platform directly from your Salesforce. There's no need to jump around from one app to another or open another instance or screen. You can access Makesbridge right within your Salesforce, which makes things simple. We'll go through creating a very basic campaign from within Salesforce using @Realty email templates. We've created some templates along with the folks in your name that'll be loaded into each @Realty agent's account to get you started. It'll be some basic templates that you can copy and populate to create your campaigns. And then we'll be selecting an existing contact list, which we have also loaded some existing dynamic lists in your account, and we'll show you how to use those. Then we're going to briefly show you some campaign analytics, what things look like once you get an account sent out, and we're going to also go into some contact dashboard information. Makesbridge is a very powerful platform. It's not just a ESP that sends out email and gives you information on clickers and opens. We also track web activities, so you can get a lot deeper information about what your contacts have been doing and how they're interacting with your marketing. And then, assuming we have some time, we will take a few questions. And of course, we encourage you to email either Junaid or myself afterwards to get any additional questions answered. I want to just run through real quickly the @Realty agent account setup. Many of you may have already signed up, and rather than just a normal sign up where we just send you a login and you're off and running, we are going to take some steps for each person who signs up to make sure that their account is easy to use from the start. So some of the things that we're going to do before we send you an announcement that your account has been tested and ready to go is we're going to set up your Salesforce integration for you. So your contacts will be imported and the fields will be mapped from Salesforce, and we will also turn on our peering function, which allows all of your contacts to be updated every 30 minutes. So if you make any changes to a contact or lead record, it'll automatically get updated in Makesbridge. We'll also load the aforementioned @Realty email templates, and we're going to do those. We're going to take the extra step of personalizing them for you too, so you'll actually have your signature already set up at the bottom. You can edit that, but we'll set it up with a photo and your basic information. We also will set up a set of lists for you that update 24/7. So as that peering function goes in and searches your contacts all the time, if you get somebody who's listed as a new buyer, they will automatically go into that buyer's list, and if you send out any emails to buyers, they'll automatically be included. We'll show you how that works later. So just a note for everybody, Each account is going to be tested for basic functionality. So give us a little time, a few days from the time that you sign up till we get through this process. We're going to test your account. We're going to load it with the aforementioned items, and then we'll notify you that your account is up and ready and good to go. We've had a pretty robust, I'd say, response to the program so far. So be patient with us because we want to make sure everyone's account is set up and ready to go from the start. So with that, I just want to also mention before I pass this off to Junaid is we're going through an upgrade on our system today. So, and it probably last another day bringing on some new servers. So bear with us if the system runs a little slow during today's presentation. It's not, it may not have any issues, but we're having some latency problems, so bear with us on that. Also, we'll be recording this session, so there'll be a recording of this webinar placed on the @Realty Makesbridge website so you can look at it, and if you have any things you think you might have missed. So with that, I am going to pass things off to Junaid. Junaid, are you ready to roll?
Hey, for sure. Thanks a lot, Mike. Let me just quickly make myself presenter. Mike, let me know once you see my screen.
I can see it, Junaid.
Cool. Okay, so we are logged into one of the partner community accounts. So really, I know that most of you have already noticed that we have 3 additional tabs here at the top. So it's called BMS stands for Bridge Mail System. That's our app's name by Makesbridge. BMS List Management, BMS Publish Email, and BMS Reports. All 3 tabs are basically shortcuts. If you would want to go into your list, so you basically click on the list management. If you would want to look at the reports of your email campaigns, that's where you can just click on the BMS reports. And mainly when you just want to send out some listings, so you can just click on BMS Publish Email, and that's when basically it will load your Makesbridge platform right from within your community partner account. Once this dashboard loads, it basically takes you to the campaigns creation mode right on this page. So in your account, you will not be seeing any of these campaigns, of course, at the bottom because you'll be creating one. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to add a campaign. So you can just click Add Campaign here, and you can just enter the campaign name. So to basically make it quick, I'm just going to edit one of the existing ones. So as soon as you name your campaign, that's where basically it's a 4-stage process, and the first part is basically the header information. So it's very simple. You just got to enter the subject line. Your from email, from name, and reply to email address will be loaded automatically, so you won't have to basically change anything here. Then before I proceed to next stage, I just quickly want to show you what templates Michael has been talking about. So we have basically 5 templates. These are featured templates, @Realty templates here. So 5 of these templates have been loaded in each of the accounts. So it's really easy for you to basically choose from one of these while you're creating your campaign. And we have a great tutorial video on how to create campaigns, how @Realty agents create Makesbridge campaigns on our Makesbridge and @Realty page. Okay, so once the subject line is entered, then for this particular campaign, I chose just listed template from the template gallery, and it's really a drag and drop editor here, and it's you can change the text any way you want to. So it's just I've just added my name here just for an example. So this, you'll be able to change this part if you want to shorten your name, because these templates, they will be loaded with your signatures. So if I scroll down, then we have our main picture here. So this this would be the listing that you would want to send with this email. So what basically we have done is that we've just taken this picture from one of the listings from AtReality's website and we have uploaded that into Makesbridge library. So as soon as the picture is uploaded, so you'll be able to instantly see it here. And then if you want to replace the main picture, so it's just a matter of drag and drop, and your picture is, it gets changed within just a few seconds. If I scroll down, then we have some description about this listing. So it's super easy. If you want to change this, description, I'm just going to call it my dream house or something, and I'm just going to get rid of the remaining text here. And other than that, here I can just again make some edits if I want to. The best part is, whatever description you have on the AtReality's listing page, you can take that literally from there. You can copy that and you can paste that in here just so that you can quickly, create your email template for that. So if I scroll a little bit down there at the very bottom, this is what Michael is talking about, that your templates will be loaded with your signatures here. So like it has my name, my contact details. This is a placeholder for the picture. But again, in most of the cases, majority of the cases, this will be all done for you guys, so you don't have to worry about that. So these signatures will be there. So for you guys, it's really a matter of basically bringing the main image from the listing and just adding the description of that property and proceed to the next stage.
Oh, Junaid, you might want to mention you can also link to at the bottom. You can add a link to be able to go view the listing automatically.
No, for sure. I mean, that's the button here. Thanks, Michael, for mentioning that. So, usually what we have seen that you have an PDF brochure attached with each of the listings on your website. So what you can do is basically you can, take the URL of that PDF and you can hyperlink that with this button here. So once if somebody would want to look into the details, so they can just click on the button and they can go and view the full listing. So when I click on that chain, I can here is the place where I can just paste the URL of that PDF brochure and I can just save it. Going forward, anybody clicks on that button is going to basically land onto that brochure, and we record that as a click. Okay, so after that, I'm just going to hit the next button, which is going to take us to those pre-loaded lists that we are doing for each other account. So you will basically click select targets. Within the targets area, we are loading 4 lists for you. So it's going to be potential buyers, potential sellers, AtReality agents, external agents. These lists, they will be uploaded. These will be updated dynamically 24/7. So you don't really have to worry about if the lists are updated or not. Now, if you want to check the count of a list, you can click run count, and it's basically going to give you the updated count of the list. Okay. After that, if I want to choose potential buyers and some of the external agents, I can just choose those 2 targets if those are the ones for this campaign, and I can finally move to the last stage, which is going to be our scheduling stage, and where I have 2 options. Before I choose any, I can just double check everything from top to bottom, from my subject line to all the way to the bottom to my template, because we basically display that just in case if you want to make some last minute changes. So you can just hit the back button and you can make your adjustments by clicking the back button from here. After that, if this needs to go out instantly, you can just choose send now, click on the send button, and it's going to go out instantly. Or you can schedule it for the future. Please note that Makesbridge server time is as of US Pacific hours, so you'll have to just convert the time if you would want to schedule it for the future. So you can choose the day from the calendar, and you can just choose the time, AM or PM, and hit the schedule button. That's pretty much it. That's what it takes when you need to create a campaign. Once this campaign goes out, what do we provide you in terms of reports? I'm just going to quickly cover that part. So in front of each sent campaign, you will have a pie chart, tiny pie chart, which will take you into the detail of that campaign. So first of all, we let you see, what are your top links, and next to each top link, we have unique clickers that have actually clicked on that link. This gets sorted automatically by the system, so the link which is being clicked the most is definitely at the top. If I scroll down, then we'll provide you the openers of your campaign, that email, and the clickers. Now, in most of the ESPs, a story ends at the clicks section, but at Makesbridge, it rather starts from there. Because as soon as somebody performs a click, we place a cookie onto their system. And from there, we start tracking what other pages are they going onto your website. So under page views, this is another name of web visitors. So this is a Makesbridge name as page views. So these are all the guys who have visited some additional pages on the website. And similarly, you will have people who are exploring some additional listings on your website. So if I have to pick this Andy guy from here, I can see as he has visited 10 additional pages. So by clicking on the count of 10, I can actually see, what pages on the left side he has been on. And please note, these pages were never part of the campaign that was gone out. This is because of the tracking snippet which is on your website, and because of our cookie, we basically track what other pages people are visiting on your website. And also, this is one of my favorites, that I can see the amount of time they are spending on each page. So 45 seconds here, 22 seconds here. So that basically can give you an idea that, where this person's interest is, and if we gotta make a warm-up call or something. So I believe where the person has spent 42 minutes, I think that might be the best topic to basically speak to this person. So that's what the beauty is of our website tracking, because it's not only limited to clicks and opens, it rather gonna show you full-blown activities on the website as well. All right, let me just go back. So this, if we double-click this colorful cube here, this basically brings you guys back on the Makesbridge main dashboard. So the last item that I want to cover here is the sales dashboard. What exactly the sales dashboard does for you. And I'm sorry, that would be the second last item. So if I click on contacts activities, that's where we basically provide you by default your last 24 hours clickers and visitors. And if you click on your total contacts, that's where all of your contacts are being sorted by their recent activity. So if I have to click this person and see what this guy has been doing, so on the right side I have this. This is for the individual, person. So I've got like full-blown activities, and our activity timeline, it records from email sent to opened, website visits, links clicked. Everything gets stored into this activity timeline, and this is available for each of your contacts and each of your potential clients. The really cool feature, like this thing, we are accessing it from within Makesbridge Sales Dashboard, but the same activity timelines, they will be available under each potential client of yours profile in Salesforce, and for the contacts as well. So for example, if I scroll down this profile here, so you can see, you can relate that this Visualforce page is basically coming off from that Makesbridge dashboard. We are still working with your management team to basically adjust on the sizing of this activity timeline. But yeah, we are making progress because this is going to be again something fully loaded with all the activities that person is performing. And example of that is, let me just actually quickly show you that part. This is how basically it's going to look like in Salesforce. So it's going to be the activity timeline, and if I scroll down, you will be able to see the total activities, 577. Really, nobody has time to look into the 577 activities. That's where you can just click on the advanced filter and you can sort activities of your choice, and you can then make your next intelligent moves accordingly. So if I have to kind of look at how, what pages this particular person has been on my website, I can click on page views and apply the filter. And from out of 577 activities, it's basically going to bring up, all the web visits that this lady has performed so far. So as I've mentioned, that this part is still being worked with JJ, so we can kind of adjust the sizing here. But yeah, this is something which will be available for both potential clients and the contacts right from within your partner community Salesforce. That's pretty much it from my side. Michael, would you want to take from here?
Yeah, well, shall we see if anyone has any questions?
Yeah.
If you want to type in any questions in the chat section, that would be great. Again, this website was just designed to be sort of an initial, basic tour of the system. So there'll be some subsequent webinars that will give you some ideas on some of the other things you can do with Makesbridge, because the platform is quite powerful, but it takes a little bit of instruction to be able to do some of the other items that we've spoken with. Oh, that's great, Junaid. Yeah. So everyone knows there is a @realty /Makesbridge, but it's actually makesbridge.com/@realty, spelled out with an AT. And on this website, you may have been here already, but we're going to be putting the webinars that we do record on here, and at the bottom we have a library or a set of videos, instructional videos that you can go through as well to learn more on how to use Makesbridge. There was one that we did recently that is specifically for @realty agents, and I would suggest that that you go visit that particular that email campaign creation @realty would be very valuable, because it was done within your Salesforce instance. Some of the other videos are not, they don't really start from within Salesforce. They start from the main page at Makesbridge, but they're still very valuable and worth taking a look at. I just also want to reach out to Junaid. If you could type in both of our emails into the chat, that would be great. We encourage you to reach out to us with questions. I know if you're anything like me, you'll think of a good question about 15 minutes after the webinar. So, but it's the way it is always with me. So, yeah, we encourage you to reach out to us. Again, I just want to sort of reiterate that we'll be sending out an email to everyone who signed up when their account has totally been loaded with the templates, and we have set up your dynamic lists, and we test each account because we want to make sure things are running properly to avoid as many hiccups as we can. Sometimes there's a little bit of a issue when you're in the partner community rather than a normal Salesforce instance, but we will work through those issues as they come up. Really look forward to working with @realty, and as we go forward, we'll do some webinars to give you some some additional ideas on how to use automation and some of the other things within Makesbridge.
Yeah, and at the moment, I mean, what we have been discussing is the idea is to basically give everybody a simple tool which can help you create, campaigns quickly off of your lists, and you can reach out to your maximum audience. And yeah, so therefore, we are just keeping it simple and short so everybody can digest it. I mean, we don't want to go into, as Michael just mentioned, into other bells and whistles for sure at this point. But we are really glad to hear your comments in the GoToMeeting chat window. Thank you for that. Thank you for your feedback. And if you'll have any other questions, you can always reach me and Michael via email, and we'll definitely be sending you a thank you note along with the recording of this video, so we can connect from there. Another note that I want to make about your account creation, that we are working on it, as Michael just mentioned, because what we are doing, again, to give you guys super ease here, basically, so you don't have to a lot play with the templates or worry about your listings. So therefore, it's a full-blown onboarding process, which is taking a little bit of time, but we are almost there, and you will be hearing confirmation notifications from us very soon. That's all, Michael, I wanted to mention.
No, that's okay. I know. Yeah, we did get very good response to the program so far. So it takes us a little bit of time to onboard each agent. So we would ask for your patience, and it's worth the wait. But yeah, Janeda, did you get many questions, or are we all set?
I think most of the questions I have answered. I believe all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we're good at that point. So yeah, let's just, as a follow-up, let's just share this Makesbridge Forward at Reality page with everybody so they can watch the tutorial video. And after that, we can just share the recording of this webinar as well.
Great. Thanks so much for everybody for joining us and taking the time to be with us today.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye.